Features Vasco Ribeiro taking on Italo Ferreira, a rematch from a year ago in a World Junior Championship final showdown, which went Vasco's way to become World Junior Champion at this venue into the semifinals. Italo Ferreira has been on fire as well. Joe Trappell with Martin Potter as we see a quick little start. Vasco Ribeiro had that same strategy of starting early against Jeremy Flores. It worked well. Will it work again against Italo?
Well, if something's working, Joe, why would you change it, right? I mean, he's on a bit of a tear right now. 3.60 on his opening account, so not a huge opener for Vasco Ribeiro, but this is what he did. He just got that momentum going, got a couple of quick waves, and then this wave pushes you along pretty quickly. So these guys will be saving energy. Now setting up this backhand weapon is Italo, and he gets a little bobbled off his board. So he's down. Yeah, he does. 21 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, so plenty of time. We saw in that last heat with Gabriel, he took his time getting started, finally found a good one, and then it sort of... And he's still just counting a 3.6. Coming through is Italo Ferreira with this wave. Big vertical whip, and he's out of there. So good for one move on the set wave. A lot of guys have been bailing the board. Don't want to take that wave on the head and maybe hurt yourself. 2.50 for Italo Ferreira. Vasco with the lead still. One of the best styles in the world, and now he'll put it on the line at the Pipe Masters. This is Italo up and out, still chasing Vasco's lead at the moment. Yeah, Italo going for it on that occasion. That wave wasn't going to hold up, Joe, so he needed to try and connect with that first turn, just blowing the fins out of the back of the wave. Italo fired up, that's for sure. Very interesting, Pete, when we look at those conditions. We're already catching up to Italo Ferreira on a backside air reverse attempt, and he ends up going down. That glare factor, you just think about all the elements that combine in a surf contest. When that glare hits you, it's almost impossible to know when a set's coming sometimes. It's just an automatic reaction. This is Italo Ferreira now, just reacting to the backside float out in front. Backhand carve. Now looking to finish, he'll go to the air, fly away as he kicks his board out. He's down. Next wave is Vasco Ribeiro. Front side hook in the pocket. Trims it right on the money. Another little fading cutty just to stay in the power source. And he'll just tag the inside corner. Well, that one's going to fit into the top two. Let's get the reaction of Frederico Moraes, who's with Strider Wasilewski in the early rounds. Made his name pretty big, but now his name will continue to be on our minds after making the quarters at a major event, the championship tour level. One of his longtime friends and rivals, Vasco Ribeiro, one step further in the semifinals. And Frederico wants the world to know how talented this crew is. We come here, we see so many great local surfers. As we get caught up with that last exchange, Potts. Yeah, that last exchange. I mean, Vasco got the nod. We talk about how strong this kid is. I mean, look at him. He's keeping that board moving through the tricky sections. There's a lot of bump and lump, a lot of wind blowing. He just looks so solid on his feet, and I think that's a testament to how good this kid is. Italo Ferreira on his backhand, just a beautiful sort of float maneuver right there, and then goes for this big flyaway. Sort of almost pushed the board away from his feet. So not a whole lot needed. And whoever wins this one joins Toledo. This is Italo now looking for the big score. Rock and roll float. Beautiful landing. Now a little setup turn. A lot of foam on this corner. He'll carve through and now looks to finish. Stalling, Italo now has created some space. Bonus section, he'll blow the fins out. And hops out of there. Great read from Italo Ferreira. We could see a lead change right now. Let's have a look. Bit of a shadow right there, but he comes through it. And watch this here. Bang! Gets that little tweak and then falls out of the sky. And he sticks with it, which I like. You know, he's not going to give up on this wave. He never does. You can see something coming through the inside. He needs one more little turn just to give him that extra little point right here. Blows the tail out, slides that board, and then kicks out. It's a beautiful wave there. And Italo Ferreira right there, Joe. Scores dropping for that last wave. 5.87 for the James Brown float. Takes the lead off Vasco Ribeiro. Now Ribeiro needs a 3.95 to answer back. 30 seconds to go. He's just got to find a good wave, but hang on a sec. This is Italo coming off a backhand jam. Rips it even harder on the next one. Another backhand carve for Ferreira. Jams it on the open face. Now looking to finish strong. Coils up vertically. And what a roll Italo Ferreira got on that right.
kept giving him sections, and he kept hitting it vertically in the pocket.
Against Gabriel Medina, dropped that 9.67, backed it up with an 8.5. Here he goes again. Just back-to-back good ways. Beautiful snap right there. He's found a nice clean one too, which is allowing him to set the fins, get that rail in the water, and just unleash 3 solid turns. So Italo Ferreira, this is definitely the best scoring wave of the heat. 3.95 required by Vasco. I think that's going to be a little higher once that score drops in, Joe.
To do well in Fiji and Tahiti turning quarters.
What's the highest ever rookie performance by a male? Because I know Stephanie won the world title in her rookie year. So
Vasco now needs a 7.87 to be the first surfer from Portugal to make the final at the Moche Rip Curl Pro. Vasco's looking for it here. A challenging warping wave to start. It's starting to grow in front of him. Reaches high for the snap off the lip. Now into the inside corner. Wraps it and sinks on the rebound. Down to 54 seconds. What an epic run for the rookie, Italo Ferreira, coming out of nowhere this season on the championship tour, proving himself in all sorts of conditions, and now he's letting it go. His best ever result in the making as he's taken out Vasco Ribeiro, the local hero from the event. It'll be an all-Brazilian final this year for the Moche Rip Curl Pro. We'll crown a new champion, and Felipe Toledo has a chance to be number 2 in the world heading into pipe if he can close this one out.